Hello and welcome to this platform. My name is Gillian. The most trending topic on the internet these days is about Prophet TB Joshua. So I made a video I titled My Review or My Two Cents on the trending topic, which is Prophet TB Joshua. Now I got a backlash on that video and so many people wrote comments, which the very next day I came on live to address some of the comments that I got. If this is the kind of content that you want to listen to, stay glued, because at the end, I have something to share with you because I need your opinion on that thing, but I'll only give it out at the end of this video. Now, this is part 2 of the video I previously made, as I earlier mentioned. I am going to be discussing some of the things I feel are my own personal thoughts, my own 2 cents. First, in the other video, I received backlash, and this one, I'm sure I am still going to be dragged, but I don't have a problem with that. What I want most of you to understand is, in the world of today, we have so many other religions. What I need you to understand is, today in this world, we have many other religions coupled to the Christianity that already exists. This means that the things you Christians acknowledge, the things you Christians value, the things you Christians appreciate, the things you Christians valorize don't mean anything to the other groups of religion. You should understand that and know peace. And another general thing you must understand is we have like 6 million people in the world, 6 billion people in the world. And if someone says something and it reaches to all 6 billion people, they will understand it differently. So I am not bothered about the comments here on this platform because I received more than 100 comments. And these 100 people who commented, they are all correct. They are all right. Do you know why? Because it is their opinion and they have a right to express their opinion. Now, the first thing I want to tell you today, as far as my 2 cents are concerned on this trending issue, is that I realize many people do not understand the meaning of a cult. Because BBC explained, or because BBC titled The Cult of TB Joshua, I read and saw bizarre comments about cults. I really want us to understand the meaning of cults. Let us know what a cult is. I am asking AI, so please, let's listen to what AI says. A cult can be defined in different ways depending on the context in which the terms is used. So please, stop running helter-skelter with the word cult and not understanding. It is simple. It is a contextual word. It depends on what you mean by a cult. Let's continue. In a religious or sociological context, a cult typically refers to a group of or movement that is characterized by its devotion to a particular person, object, or set of beliefs, often with a charismatic leader at the center. Okay. Cults are often characterized by their insular nature, controlling leadership, and the manipulation of their members. Of course, that is very explicit in the BBC documentary. It is important to note that the term cult can carry negative connotations, and not all groups labeled as cults are inherently harmful. So cult does not necessarily mean it is a bad thing. I'm just trying to clear this topic of cult. Many people, I realize from their comments, I realize they do not know what a cult is. So I'm trying to define a cult for them. However, some cults have been associated with abusive practices, manipulations, and exploitations of their members. This one also is very explicit in the BBC documentary. But the followers of TB Joshua are against this. Yeah. In recent years, the term cult has been increasingly replaced by the term new religious movement. Have we not heard about that? I don't know, but have we not heard about that? We've been hearing that. To avoid the negative connotations, to be more sensitive to the belief of the group in question. I'll read it again. It is important to note that the term cult can carry negative connotations, and not all groups labeled as cults are inherently harmful. However, some cults have been associated with abusive practices, manipulations, and exploitation of their members. In recent years, the term cult has been increasingly replaced by the term new religious movements. To avoid the negative connotation, to be more sensitive to the belief of the group in question, it is essential to approach discussions about cults with sensitivity and recognize that each group should be evaluated based on its specific beliefs and practices rather than being judged solely on the label of cult. I believe many of us on here are really understanding what I am saying. So no matter how much you emphasize on the fact that BBC had labeled the church a cult, it doesn't mean it is a bad thing. It doesn't mean it is a good thing. You can just judge that based on what is going on there. So people, you should learn to accept the views of other people, even if they don't align with what you think, even if they don't align with the things you expected. The world doesn't revolve around you and it doesn't operate the way it is in your head. Know this and have peace. Now, the second thing I want to bring to your notice, I don't know if I am the only one who has noticed this, but I realize all those people who were healed, none of them have come out to either say they were paid to perform miracles, or they were paid for miracles to be performed on them. I have not seen them. Those who were sick, who were healed, those that received prayers and then their situation changed in one way or the other. I have not seen this group of people. The BBC documentary expressly claims that the men of God, or the wise men, or the disciples were the ones looking for these people, and they were the ones organizing the miracles that were happening, and actually these people didn't have any problem. So where are those people? I need these people to come out to testify. Let us look at it from every angle. I don't understand why all those who were paid and miracles performed on them are now silent. I believe the bulk of the question on the miracles and the authenticity needs to be given out by these people. They should come out and talk that yes, we got paid and then we pretended to be lame and then we worked. Yes, we whatever miracle, I was sick of this, I was sick of that, or I wasn't sick of this or that, and then I got paid and then it was a fake miracle. They should just come out to prove that some of these miracles are fake. Now, the third thing I have realized again on this issue, there are two groups. There are two groups of disciples now. The disciples who are with the prophet and the disciples who are against the prophet, like those that went to BBC, who gave their testimony. If you look closely, all those who went to BBC did not blow. They did not. Remember, they were at the scorn for discipleship, so that maybe they will go and start their own churches, or maybe they will go and work on their own or operate somewhere. But I realized that all those who were against the prophet, or who are against the prophet, who appeared in the BBC documentary, none of them is doing fine in life. I don't know this for a fact, but what I see, I don't see them operating their own ministries. I don't see them doing well. I don't see them, I don't see anything as reward for the discipleship that they say 15 years, others said 17 years. I don't see any gains that they got, even maybe just preaching online, because I tried to look, but I really didn't see any activities. Looks like they are not successful. But the other wise men or other group of disciples that are still defending the prophet today, they seem to be doing fine. They have churches here and there. I looked at John Chi. He has a big church over there in Cameroon. I saw wise man Harry the White. He has a big church somewhere in Thessalonica. I see them, those brothers. There are many of them. I forgot some of their names, but I feel that they are doing well, much more than those who are preaching against or talking against the church. I have also seen Sister Bisola. I don't know her activities, but I've been watching her closely. I've been following her, and I don't understand. But it looks like the two groups, those who are with the prophet, are doing well, maybe financially, will I say religiously, because they are continuing the work of God, because they all gathered there because of the word of God. So they still continue to preach, teach, in fact, they have activities. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I don't want to overbelabel this point. The fourth thing I want to pass on in this message that I have noticed, I realize that it looks like there is no true or real man of God. Please, if you know any true or real man of God, drop it down in the comment section so that I can go and follow and see. And then please also tell me the criteria that you use in defining or determining that this person is a true man of God. Let us be very clear here. There is something for every story that you hear. There is the truth, the other side, and the circumference. The circumference is the mid. Now, in the case of the trendy story of Prophet TB Joshua, so many people drag me for calling him a prophet, but at least that is what he called himself, a prophet. So I will just call him a prophet because he himself declared he is Prophet TB Joshua. So let me go back to what I had to say. For the trending story of Prophet TB Joshua, the BBC documentary Disciples said he is a false prophet. Then now, the remaining disciples that are still standing with the legacy of the prophet, they said he is a true prophet. Now we have two groups of people. Either of this group is speaking the truth. But now the truth now lies at the level of the circumference. I'm trying to establish a fact here. I earlier said there is the BBC version, the version of the other disciples who are standing with the legacy of the man of God, and then the circumference, which is the truth, which is the midsection. Now, people, you and I were not there. They were there. They know the truth. Only them and their God can tell this truth. So quit defending things you do not even have idea about. All the narrative, all the information we all have. I, for one, this is my disclaimer. I got it all on the internet. And I am not judging anybody. BBC documentary is correct. All those speaking for the prophets, they are correct. All those who are neutral, they are also correct. Do you know why? Everyone has their viewpoint, and everyone's viewpoint matters. Even you, your own viewpoint on this issue is correct. My own viewpoint on this issue is also correct. So I want us to, try as much as possible to understand this thing the way it is. Please. Now, from the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I had something to say at the end of the video, and I needed your opinion on this thing. It really, I was amazed, I was surprised. I had a mixture of euphoria. Yeah, that should be the word. I am not a big YouTuber. I am not. I can say I am starting out, although I have this channel for a long time, but I have not been putting content on this channel, especially since last year. I was very, very absent because I was in school. trying to run up with an IT program. So now that I am done, I said beginning this January, let me try to do some content and drop it here. But I was still lazy to do content, so I only dropped one video which did not even do well. But the moment I did my review on the trendy story of Prophet TB Joshua, I had 1,500 plus views in a day. As we speak, I am getting to 3,000 views on that video. 3,000. Other big YouTubers or other big content creators don't see that as anything. But to me, I was amazed because it was my first time for me to see so many views and so many comments. They insulted me. Hey, people dragged me. So now, the question I have here is, what is this? Because I don't understand. What is this? Some people say miracles happen. Is this one a miracle? Because I don't know. For me, I have limited my miracle to getting up every day. When I wake up in the morning, I know it is a miracle for me. So I pray and I thank God. Also, based on this video that I really did extensive research. Seriously, I did extensive research because I am not Nigerian and I don't have any information. So I watched so many videos. I spoke to so many people before coming up with my review of the first review. That's the part 1 of this video, because this video is the part 2. But I realized that so many people commented on that video. Is it because it is TB Joshua? I don't understand. Is it because I spoke extraordinarily on that video? I don't understand. So please, on the comment section, tell me what that is. I don't know what to term it. I just want you all to know that I am keen on learning and keen on understanding your different opinions about this. So please like, share, and follow this channel for more updates like this. See you.